Been up there, huh?
Hey.
Space? Must be cool. I never get to go to space. Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way, they can strike anywhere.
I've never been in a battle before. Everyone kept telling me to keep my eyes closed, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're running. At first, I thought it was ecliptic mercenaries shooting at us, but it wasn't. It was these other people yelling about serpents and stuff. Yeah, it was like, snakes and serpents will eat you all, rah, the stars will squeeze you, rah, or something like that. I think they need psychiatric help. When it comes to ecliptic, I know everything. It's not like it's a secret. They're mercenaries, so they work for money. And it's like, for enough money, they'll do anything. I've heard a couple of SSNN stories about them. My dad says they're horrible. Like they can pretend they're working for someone and it's official, so they do anything they want. Probably. I'm pretty brave. A kid tried to bully me once, and I punched him in the head. Don't take shit from anybody, my mother says. And I don't. Anyway, I'm fine now. I hope my parents don't take too long getting here. Hi.
Having a good one?
May I help you? Really? You must have been hiding under a moon rock your whole life if you've managed to dodge those assholes. They're basically a bunch of space scumbags. Fly around, attack, and rob anyone they see. They're pretty disorganized and easy to fend off until they aren't. They're a different beast than the Crimson Fleet. Generally speaking, pirates want your stuff, so they can occasionally be reasoned with. Spacers, though, they tend to shoot first and ask questions never. Not what, who. How to describe House Varun? Well, imagine a bunch of colonists who set off into the stars ages ago, disappeared, and then re-emerged as a sort of religious society. Faction, or cult, whatever you want to call them. They believe in some sort of celestial deity called the Great Serpent. Real nightmare fuel kind of stuff. About 100 years back, they picked a fight with pretty much everyone in the settled systems. I guess your school never covered the Serpent's Crusade, huh? We eventually made peace, sort of. Then they just disappeared. They're out there, somewhere. Or so folks assume. The ones that attacked us, they were the hardliners, for sure. You meet those guys, you run. You understand me?
Do you think we should cut down on our meetings? That might help productivity.
You might want to rethink that.
Well now, you don't know how glad I am to hear you say that. I'm right here with you, my friend. How can you not look up to the cosmos and just be overwhelmed by its beauty? So much possibility, so much hope, even despite recent events.
Are you kidding?
Yep, that I have. Had to dump a load of cargo just last year. Microscopes. Can you believe that? Guess you can sell anything these days. Pirates are a tricky lot. In space, they're all about the hit and run. You jump in, steal your stuff, and get out of there fast. Keep your cool, and you can generally talk your way out of it, so long as you're not too attached to your valuables. Stumble upon them planetside, though, and their trigger fingers get much itchier. Ricardo Bosch. I was the lead researcher on the station that got attacked. It was business as usual until those House Varun crazies swarmed in, spouting their scripture or whatever it was. Even the Marines were overwhelmed. Honestly, I'm just lucky to have made it out of there in one piece. We all are. Now, I just want to get back to work. Where is that woman? Another time, then.
There's definitely something. Clear sky.
You got that right.
That's why I like getting out of the city.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the settled systems, and they like to use old, abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, the ones left over from the colony war. My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor. Mothers, am I right?
I want to know if love is real.
Oh, well, should I see what the map says? I'm busy. What now?
Oui.
Nothing good comes from the well.
Hi.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries? The factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. It's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes should be blasted into space dust. Just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
I tell you, coffee is the
They had a breakthrough at the lab recently. All kinds of new possibilities, they say. Comment ça va?
No time to chat.
I've got to complain to her about this.
Sounds like a bad idea to me.
I've heard some xenopredators can mimic other animals to trap their prey.
How about that?
Yeah. I swear to God, if I only never wasn't far off, and I hear things. I heard they had a breakthrough at the lab recently. All kinds of new possibilities, they said. I'm so nervous. What if they say no?
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
What does the baby do?
It won't be for a while. Just started showing.
Something to report? You have a nice day now.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
Seems like a small decision. They all add up over time, and it's paralyzing. It's really something.
Captain, Constellation will be
Buddy,
waiting
it's
for
coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
Yeah, sorry. Sure. Excuse me. Good. Hello.
Hello. Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you? Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite. Certainly. Please take your time.
Pardon?
Barrett enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys chocolate here, though I have informed him repeatedly. It is likely a significant contributing factor to his being overweight.
I'm not seeing any records from that hauler out of Sidonia. What was his name again? When's the last time he delivered?
Oh, that guy. His name was, it's on the tip of my tongue. Jeez, it's something simple, too.
Names aside, where's the paperwork? Did it not get filed?
Oh, no. He lost his ship about a month back. Crimson Fleet raid, I heard. Didn't we talk about this?
Most certainly did not. Remember, Well, that's very unfortunate. We'll have to secure some other supplier.
And let me guess, it's gonna be more expensive.
I'm sorry, I don't control these things. I make the best deals I can.
You see that scientist out in front of mast? Staring at trees, sounds upset.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to
Whatever
ask.
it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Selling art is a
Private
bit of an
sector.
art
Now
itself.
that's where the real money's at.
Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding me. Envoys haven't needed diplomatic visas since the colony war.
The law's the law, sir. And that one's still on the books. New Atlantis Security Charter 2308 Addendum, Article 2, Section 8.
Ludicrous. You made all that up. There is no such addendum. The war ended almost 20 years ago. I am Representative Evans Chisholm of the Freestar Collective. I've been coming here for months trying to ensure continued peace.
I don't make up the laws, Representative. I just enforce them. You have a good day now. Someplace else. Is there a problem? Can I help you? A what? Oh. Heard my talk with the good representative, did you? No, you're fine. It's just a little game I like to play with the Freestar Collective guys. Keeps them on their toes. Make sure they know who's boss here in New Atlantis. You know what I mean? Diplomatic visa. Politicians haven't needed one of those since the colony war. Oh, you heard that? Like I said, he needs a diplomatic visa to enter the city. Not my fault he doesn't know the law. Ignorance is no excuse, you know? I mean, yeah, sure, I could have. And I could say you assaulted me. Because that's what having power is. Now why don't you go take a walk? Can I help you? Huh? What, article whatever, section whatever? Yeah, right. I also got a bridge to sell you in Sidonia. Interested? Now beat it. Can't you see I'm busy policing?
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something? Did you not hear? They won't let me enter the city. Me, a political envoy who comes here constantly trying to help prevent another war. And this is the thanks I get? They won't let me enter without a diplomatic visa? Ridiculous. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestar Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Thank you. I'll wait here until the embassy sends the cavalry. Not like I have much choice.
Stay safe out there. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No bounty.
You have room for one more on your crew? My specialty is particle beam weapons. If you have one on board your ship, I can use it to reduce your enemy to atoms. I think you'll agree my rate is fair. Why is that? In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. Not if I go broke. I heard you the first time, and I didn't care then either.
Ever run into spacers?
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Hello. I'm looking for work. You hiring? My specialty is particle beam weapons, if you have one. No more than the average crew. Why is that? I hear you. I'll do it, but only because I really need the money. Great, I'm ready to go. Heading there now.
How are you?
Heading to my assignment.
Okay. Hello. I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? Defensive systems. Basically, I can fine-tune your seals to keep your enemy from damaging anything you can't afford to lose. I'm only looking to earn the going rate.
Hey there! You look like the planet-hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me? plenty. I'm comfortable on a ship, especially in the gunner seat. I'm also a trained expert with shotguns. I have the certification to prove it. Aye aye, Captain. I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer. I've been out of a job since I left the Freestar Rangers. I guess that's goodbye then? Safe travels!
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts. The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course. Anyone can shoot at targets, but I take them out. You're not gonna find a better shot anywhere else. So, are we making a deal or what? I'm not asking for that much. Just my fair share. Damn. Guess I'll try someone else.
You picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making them strong today. You in town for business? Cheers. Nothing like a cold one after a long trip through the space lanes, if you ask me. It seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. I just quit my job as a weapon tester for MAST. I'm billing myself as a weapons expert, sniper tech specifically. Most travelers like having someone on their crew who's good with firearms. The settled systems are no picnic. Oh yeah, plenty of us. There's a whole branch of MAST scientific wing called DRIP. That's dedicated to developing new weapons for the UC military. No, I'm not. I'm actually hoping for a crew gig. Lots of pilots stop by the viewport on their way into town. I figure if I hung around long enough, I'd run into someone who was hiring. Well, I'll be damned. What a coincidence. Working on a ship sounds perfect. I was hoping my next job would get me out of the city. What's your offer? I'm a reasonable guy, but that's just too low. All right. I'll look elsewhere then. If you change your mind, you can find me here.
Huh. Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? I guess you could say I've always had it. Once you've been all over, like I have, you might find yourself in something like this too. Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier. Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah? And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all. got that right. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again. I'll see you around.
You picked a good day to drop by, Park. Do I need a shower or something?
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. First, thanks so much for your unwavering support. Second, in fact, you cannot buy it, because I don't have everything I need for the recipe. I made a deal with the hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlantis Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh? I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, The ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I'm not worried. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went. I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon. When I first heard about it. And it's not like they're ever coming back. I'm obviously not. See you around. Hey there, new guy. Hope life is treating you. Bit of a slow news there. Well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of Freestar sympathizer. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can tell. Lucky for you, that is literally my job. What can I get you? Catch you later.
If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs. It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art. Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course. You simply need to go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged, and you won't have to show any credits. It's just a matter of picking something up and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry. It's all very simple. I'm not very familiar with the streets of New Atlantis. I'm not from here, you see. I'd rather just avoid any trouble and have someone more capable do the exchange for me. Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jabrel's art. She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated. See you. Dealing in art is, more exciting than one would think. In a sense. My trade doesn't necessarily need me to be tied down in one location. Because of that, I travel all over the settled systems. I'm here now for an opportunity, but before this, I was in Aquila. Before that, Neon. In my line of work, I can't afford to stay in one place for very long. Other than being an art dealer, there's not much to say. I grew up in Neon, and I knew I had to get out of that place somehow. I did a few odd jobs, some deliveries, and it eventually led me onto this path I'm on now. I never thought I'd do what I do, but I suppose life can be surprising. Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I've heard tell that you can get some very impressive items at the Trade Authority. But for now, let's settle for the artwork that I've procured. Goodbye.
Hello. There's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing something on display. If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
It's amazing what passed. Back to it then.
Hope you're finding everything you need.
Give that back!
What are you doing?
Someone help!
What are you doing?
Help!
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Someone help me!
What are you doing?
I am the star.
What are you doing?
Someone help me!
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Help! I'm being attacked!
you want to buy something, I'm sure Amoli can assist you. I have work to do. I am busy right now. If you need something, why don't you talk to Amoli? She'll take care of you.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays.
It's nothing like an afternoon off. I'm meeting my girlfriend for drinks at the Viewport tonight. What, at Terra Brew? I wish. Nah, I live at Athena Tower. Just moved in, actually. My girlfriend and I got a place there a few weeks ago. I'm not sure how long we'll be there, though. We're saving up to get out of New Atlantis and, tour the settled systems. Fine, I guess. Do we know each other? Oh, alright. I thought you were trying to flirt with me. My day's going fine. It's hard to complain about anything when you have a Terra Brew in your hand. Catch you later, yeah? Yeah, sure. Her name's Donna. She works at the Nat station near Mast. Oh, boy, is she a catch. She's passionate, beautiful, friendly. I really lucked out. We met a couple of years ago, and we've been going steady since then. I'm actually thinking about asking her to marry me pretty soon. Keep that between us, okay? I don't want her finding out before I pop the question. Fuck. Oh, alright. My day's going fine. Catch you later, yeah? Catch you later, yeah?
Heard that Ryujin Industries is hiring. No way is it worth living in Leon.
I got contacts all over. Stock may not be so reliable, but I got ways of getting things. Personally, I think daylight's overrated. I get by just fine. Look around. You tell me. You see it's a big organization. Lot of planets, lot of people, whole lot to keep track of. Sometimes they don't do such a good job of that. Sometimes stuff falls through the cracks, winds up collecting dust in some warehouse. But that's all right, because I, and by extension you, get to benefit. I make great deals on stuff in bulk, you get some low prices. Everyone wins. A lot of people will tell you it's the worst. One step above being homeless. They'll whine about how folks topside have it so much better. Me? I like it. It's more real down here. Topside, everyone's trying to show how civilized and rich they are. Oh, it's exhausting. But hey, to each their own. Take your time. I got all day. Take your time. You need something else? I'll be here. you ask me, the real New Atlantis is down here. All that stuff topside. It's kinda safe.
Not sure. You ever hear that one about the orphan and platypus? No funny stuff. Can't really remember it.
Hello. Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg. Yuck.
What I wouldn't give to be stationed in the Embassy District. Never a dull day for security in the well. Something I can help you with?
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me. Looks like you got a few diplomatic mission stamps in your file. Keep making the settled systems a more peaceful place, yeah? ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
So I told them sorry, but I'm not traveling halfway across the galaxy to be yelled at by your mother. Chance will take years of your life, Antonia. I hate someone and was sick for a week.
Don't mind me. Just a weary man, resting his feet. I help out Henry from time to time. Not very often these days. But that's fine. Oh, Henrik is an old friend of mine. I help out around here from time to time. But I don't just loiter around. I'm involved in my own business endeavor as well. Maybe a little, but that's not such a bad thing, is it? Better than all the noise and attention topside, if you ask me. Unfortunately, I'm quite old-fashioned. I only deal with associates that I know and trust. But if you do a small favor for me, I might feel comfortable opening my business up to you. All you need to do is pick up a package from Red Mile and deliver it to me. You don't even need to interact with anyone. I'm not at liberty to discuss that yet, but I assure you, it's quite lucrative. The contents are of no interest to you. And they're not contraband if that's what you're wondering. If you're uncomfortable doing this favor, you're free to decline. Fantastic. I eagerly await your return. Stay out of trouble.
No loitering, okay? I don't have the patience for it. Can't say I'll have what you need, but you're welcome to look. You see something you like, just say the word. That's so. Think folks down here are too poor to afford electronics. Not the first time I heard that line. Yeah, I get that kind of attitude far too often. You find yourself with any more commentary, feel free to keep it to yourself. It's fine. Just maybe give things an extra thought before you let them roll right out of your mouth. Nope. No question, business has been slow lately. Not too worried, though. Managed to make ends meet for a good long while. Don't expect that to change now. Take care.
It's a quaint shop, isn't it? I like it here.
I'm thinking I should just do that.
Go for it.
Ever wonder how you don't need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know that, right? Cool spacesuit.
Hey. Hi there.
The Trade Authority has access to goods and services no one else does. No one. Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be? Then my disclaimer doesn't apply, and I hope we have what you need. Please, let me know if I can assist you further. Be my guest. I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. Pleasure dealing with you. Thing about the trade business? Who you know matters as much as anything else. If there's something you need, no matter what it is, either I have it or I can get it. That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest a spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet. It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And when... yes, I've been expecting you. Here's your package. And don't worry, I've already corrected the ownership record for you. Nothing. Nothing at all. Sorry, all sales are final. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some other matters to attend to. Thanks for your business. If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art. If you're in the market for artwork, I'm
Shh! Are you crazy? Keep your damn voice down.
Buy low, sell high. I'm sure there's a wealthy banker in New Atlantis that will greatly appreciate what you just delivered to me.
Oh, get off your high horse.
I didn't trick you. You're just not very observant. What do you have to complain about? You're getting paid? Everything went smoothly. No one got hurt. It's all part of the game, my friend. It pays to get your hands a little bit dirty. It pays very, very well. But I digress. Thank you for your discretion. Now that our little transaction is complete, I should be on my way. Take care, and let's not talk about this again. That's of no concern to you. I told you at the end of our business that we will not speak about it. Do not mention my work again. Goodbye.
So, how are you? Everything good? I'm doing all right.
Always. Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit. Stay as long as you like, and don't be a stranger.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand?
Right. Yeah.
No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us... Mom, that's Kay, gets all the credit. Started making sure people felt welcome back when I was just a kid. She had one rule. No causing trouble. Everyone abided by it. Put their differences aside when they came through the door. After a few years of feeding so many mouths, we needed extra credits to stay afloat. Didn't mean for this to turn into a business, but here we are. If folks are willing to pay a little to have someplace to feel safe and get a decent meal, well then, we'll sure take it. Sure thing. Mom, that's... She had one rule. After a few years of feeding so many mouths, if folks are willing to...
Folks gotta look out for one another. That's why I started serving food all those years ago.
Run a number of social programs from financial aid to food banks. Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. We don't exactly pass around an offering plate, if that's what you're asking. But we do run mostly on donations. And as you might have guessed from the surroundings, we try and stretch those donations as far as we can. We started as an intellectual movement built around atheism. As our numbers increased, we began focusing on humanitarian efforts and showing what humanity can achieve when we work together. Perfect. It just so happens there's a task I need help with right now. Indeed. Sometimes it just works out that way. People with mutual interests seek each other out, and by working together, we achieve something greater than ourselves. As for the job, I need you to pick up a man named Tahir over at the medbay. He's recovering from some injuries and needs assistance getting back to his apartment. I'd like you to pick him up, grab a bite to eat, and take him home. I'm afraid not. Even after you're healed, it takes time to recover from something like this. Most people have family and friends to lean on, but Tahir has no one. On top of that, he's a young and prideful man, so he won't accept help from UC security. That's a touchy subject. Tahir's had several run-ins with UC security, including tagging, theft, and brawls. He also blames the UC for the conditions in the well, not to mention his own personal difficulties. And since he won't accept help from the authorities, the house is stepping in to provide some aid. In one of the poorer districts, near where the children play soccer. Take him that far and he should be fine. Tahir is prideful, and I don't want him to feel like you held his hand. You just nudged him in the right direction. Great, you'll find him over at the medbay. He's probably hungry, so after you pick him up, escort him over to Kay's. She should have a meal ready for him to take home. And thanks.
Kay's place. Well, they say never hire a man when a machine can do it for free. But down here, people can't afford the machine. What you see is what you get. Work's rough, pays rougher. But I like to think when things get bad, that's when people's kindness shines brightest. Even down here, where the sun don't shine. Now, I came here like a lot of folks, looking for work. It's an ongoing search. Ones who've been here for a while, they can't even sleep unless they got a turbine in their ear. Maybe someday I'll be the same. Nope, just, make sure you wipe your feet. You track mud in, then someone's gotta sweep it out. Most days, that's me. Stay safe.
Remember to stop by Kay's and get him something to eat. Good luck out there.
I do odd jobs in evening hours.